see. I see. What is this? I is a subject and see is a. I see a bird. I see a bird. Now, what is that? That is a verb phrase. That is a verb phrase. So a clause would have a subject and a verb or a verb phrase. But if I have two clauses, I want to make a large sentence. Which one? A large sentence. For instance, it would have more than two clauses. It would have sometimes two or more than two. For instance, I saw a bird when I was coming out of the class yesterday. I saw a bird flying when I was coming out of the class yesterday. So it is in the past. It is a large sentence. It has two clauses, one dependent and other independent. Understand? For instance, I write here that I write and you read. I write and you read. So I write. Can you please check out the word I write? What is this? This is subject plus verb. I write and you read. So what it is now? I write and you read. What is I write? If I say, hey, I write, is it meaningful? I write, yes. I write a letter, I write a lecture. It is meaningful. It is meaningful. I write. But if I say and you read, I just directly come to the class and say, hey, I read. And you read. And you? So you say, what I read, I done now. Understand? Or probably this is called dependent clause. This is not a clause. This is a part of a sentence. This is a part of a sentence. And you read that is a part of a sentence. That is called dependent clause. That is a dependent clause. But the first one, I write a lecture, that is an independent clause that could stand alone. That could stand alone. Understand? So grammatical structures and using complex structure in IELTS speaking would boost up your score. This is a free advice for you to use complex vocabulary, complex phrases, but according to the context. Don't be over. Maybe your English is of band 5, but you use some word or stuff of band 7 or 8. So how you could be able to use that perfectly? You need to start from band 5 to 6, 7 and go like this. Use complex vocabulary, use good phrases, some idiomatic expressions and complex sentence structure to boost your score. But use stuff according to the context. Look at the setting. Okay, what I would need to talk about a travel, about learning, about reading, about a book, and things like this. So what is important for you? Structure, to avoid broken structures, to use accurate structures, to use complex like speak or write in a larger sentence. You know? In a larger sentence, having more than 2 or 3 clauses. For instance, I want to study French, but my father asked me to study English. That's because he wants to send me to Britain to study. Now it would have 2 things. I want to study French, however my dad wants me to learn English because he wants me to go Britain for study. So what is this? Just one sentence, but a larger one. A larger one. So try to learn how to connect clauses with relative pronouns, with conjunctions. Understand? This way you could create some better masterpiece of speaking. Alright? Anything else? And vocabulary, first see a word in a sentence. ये नहीं कि आपने Google से उठा लिया और उसकी meaning देख ली और कहीं भी इस्तेमाल करोगे. No, this is not the way to learn vocabulary. This is not the way to learn vocabulary when you write words and its meanings and you go for cramming for that. This is a really good way. Congratulations, you would learn word meanings, but not a language. For language learning, you need first to see the word in a sentence, in a context, and then create your own sentence by using that specific vocabulary, by that stuff. That's it. Any problem? So learning vocabulary, the importance of vocabulary, learning better structures, avoiding broken structures. If you use broken structure, you will have only your band 5. But if the structure is accurate, the stuff selection, the vocabulary selection is okay, so this way you will learn very good words. Do you like learning English? Yes, I like learning English. That is just a simple answer. But if she says, do you like learning English? Yes, I definitely love learning English because it is an international communication tool used all over the world. So it's very important for me. It's a large answer. You would be scored differently. Do you have friends? Yes, I have friends. Do you have friends? Yes, I have a lot of friends. Do you have friends? Yes, I have a large number of friends. We sometimes meet at the weekend to have party. So you speak, you answer, you support the answer with a reason. Try to answer with a reason in the IELTS speaking part 1. Whatever you answer, support the answer. Do you like tea? For instance, I ask you, do you like tea? You say, yes, I like tea at the beginning of the class. However, I can't drink when I am taking the class, but I can. Right? So the thing is that, do you like tea? Yes. Yeah, yes, I like tea. ये कोई answer नहीं है. Through this way, you cannot score better. If you want to clinch a high band score, a high rise band score, so for that purpose, you need what? You need better stuff. You need a better label. You need to understand the context. You need to be more natural. You need to be more slow. Speak